calling. This is London calling.
This is the BBC from London. Yesterday, it was still 1941. Today, a new year has dawned, but we are still at war. And how thoroughly this war has changed all of us. I spent Christmas with an artist friend who I have known since my early days here in England. The studio had become a playroom. She and her husband have taken in no less than 8 child refugees from all over Europe and become their attentive foster parents. Thus, the war turned studios to nurseries, artists to proxy parents, old enemies to allies in a new alignment.
Another raid, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Have you read this?
Mm-hmm.
Who writes this stuff? I mean, really, eh?
I do. I write every word I say. This evening, I will speak to India about the war, about the sacrifices the British make in the fight for freedom, about allyship. Then tomorrow, I will speak to England about aloo beans. The British can learn a lot from an Indian diet, especially nowadays when meat is scarce.
Do you believe in this?
I believe in potatoes mashed with greens, certainly. We shall have to do without the chili, of course.
This is balderdash.
Well, I know it won't taste quite the same.
Allyship. The fight for freedom. India. India owes the British nothing. Nothing, do you understand? With your sparkly eyes and your singy-songy voice, you just want to keep in their good books. Your imperial masters, eh?
As a matter of fact, I keep my voice this way because I believe it sounds more Indian. Or would you prefer if I spoke more like the British Broadcasting Corporation?
Do you know what you are?
Yes?
A contradiction. You wear a sari for all the world to see. Here at the BBC, you extol the virtues of aloo bloody beans.
Yummy.
But then, even as you bang the drum for India, you tell Indians to join efforts towards a war that has nothing to do with them.
Indians know fascism. We have suffered it firsthand.
This is not our war.
It is everybody's. We have a right to it as we have a right to everything. If we unite with the British in common cause, we do so as equals, not subordinates. And perhaps this will help the British to see us as such. And yes, I'm an Indian woman who wears a sari, who takes a stand against all oppression, against the British, with the British, and I still have time to make some kick-ass aloo beans.
What?
Which really slaps. You can't understand me, perhaps, because the future is talking. I believe in the years to come that people who look like me, us, will come to shape this country as their own, will shape the future here.
Bombay doesn't call till 11, eh?
Perhaps the future is calling early?
You're the future calling, all right? And it's speaking to you. You, Venu, Chitale.
Yes?
Built bridges, felt the wrongs of the past, but saw a way for South Asians to be more than victims. One of the forgotten voices of activism in this country, Sophia Duleep Singh, campaigned alongside the likes of Emmeline Pankhurst and the most famous of the suffragettes.
No vote, no tax. That has become my motto. And I encourage other women to follow me in withholding the payment of tax until our full rights have been granted.
And leading the strike, which became a critical moment in British industrial politics, was Jayaben Desai.
I turned to my so-called manager and I said to him, "This is a factory, not a zoo. There are monkeys there who will dance to your tune, but I am a lion. I want my freedom."
My name is Surat.
We forgot about you for a minute, but now we'll remember.